Hello and welcome back to everybody on the Football Zone and to a weekend review, reviewing the Premier League action from this past weekend, and starting off with Everton 1, Arsenal 1, and yeah, if the title race wasn't over, then it pretty much is now. Trossard gave Arsenal a lead in the 34th minute before Ndiaye equalised on the spot in the 49th minute. Arsenal piled on the pressure, but in the end couldn't find a breakthrough. I don't think this match was make too much difference. Another good point for Everton. They'll want to win though, but for Arsenal, their title hopes are all but over, and yeah, it's pretty much focusing on the Champions League now, isn't it? Moving on into West Ham 2, Bournemouth 2, and yeah, it was Van Vanderson who gave Bournemouth the lead before Fulcrook and Bowen gave them a 2-1 lead, but Van Vanderson with 10 minutes left got his second of the game, and yeah, leveled things up, and to be honest, it was the least that Bournemouth deserved. But yeah, I think more disappointment for Bournemouth, once again failing to take an opportunity to really close in on the European places. West Ham, it's an alright point for them, but it's not going to really do much. They're not really competing for much. So yeah, for Bournemouth, I think I'll see it as a missed opportunity. Wolves all but secured their survival in the Premier League with a 2-1 win over Ipswich at Portman Road. And it was Ipswich who were leading for a while in this game. Delap in the 16th minute gave them the lead before Sarabia in the 76th minute made it 1-1, 72nd correction. And in the 84th minute, it was Larson who gave Wolves the winner, and yeah, Wolves in the end won it and probably deserved it. And yeah, I think it was just naive from Ipswich really backing off. If they just kept on going for it, then they could have easily won, but I just feel like there's some negative subs there that's cost them. And yeah, once again, it's the three promoted teams that going straight back down, and comfortably so too. Moving on into Palace 2, Brighton 1, it was Mateta in the 3rd minute who gave Palace the lead before Danny Welbeck in the 31st minute levelled things up. Munoz in the 55th minute made it 2-1. And yeah, in the last 10 minutes there was a whole range of yellow cards and red cards. Nketiah, Gui and Van Heck all sent off. So yeah, crazy finish in a bit of a derby game. But yeah, big win for Palace. Huge loss for Brighton in their race to the Champions League. Quite an even game. But yeah, Palace will be delighted to get one over. Moving on then to Aston Villa 2, Nottingham Forest 1. And it was Rodgers and Milan who gave Villa a flying start, 2-0 up after 15 minutes, and Jota Silva pulled one back in the 57th minute, and it was Forest who were pushing for it. But in the end, I'd say Villa picked up a deserved win. Big win for them. Their fine form continues. But for Forest, still in a good position to make the Champions League, but yeah, don't want too many results like that, I'd probably say. But yeah, for Villa, playing themselves right back into it. Moving on into the first team who have been officially relegated on the 6th of April, 7 games to go, Southampton, and yeah, they were comfortably beaten 3-1 away at Spurs. It was Breen and Johnson with 2 goals. Fernandes pulled one back late on, and Tell sealed it with a penalty. I'm surprised Johnson didn't take the penalty, to be honest, but yeah, in the end, it was probably quite comfortable for Tottenham, and they could have easily won it by more. But you know, a good win for them, and hopefully they can go on a bit of a run now to end the season. It was only Southampton, but yeah, Southampton, dreadful season, and yeah, they can have no complaints, can they? Moving on then to Fulham 3, Liverpool 2, the champions elect defeating it. It was McAllister who gave them a flying start, but then Ryan Sessegnon, Iwobi and Munoz with an incredible run over 14 minutes, giving them a 3-1 lead before Diaz made it 3-2 when 10 minutes ago. Liverpool piled on the pressure and probably couldn't get an equaliser that they maybe deserved based on balance of the game. But Fulham, huge credit to them. What a great result. Marco Silva's doing a terrific job, and they're having a brilliant season once again. Brentford 0, Chelsea 0 was the score at the Brentford Community Stadium. And yeah, this was a game where Chelsea probably dominated the game, but in the end couldn't find a breakthrough. Brentford did have a few fair chances too, but I'm just not sure about the Chelsea team, to be honest. I just feel like it could have been stronger. The game for the Champions League places, and it seemed to be not a great team with the likes of Dewsbury Hall playing instead of Cole Palmer and stuff like that. So yeah, just not really sure about that team. But there we go. I think, maybe they could have got one with that. But moving on into the Manchester derby, and Jeff, this was another drab draw, wasn't it? I think it's fair to say 0-0. Manchester United, I think, probably just shaded the game. And Man City, they need points against lower half teams like Manchester United if they want to make the Champions League. It's been a very disappointing season for both Manchester clubs, and yeah, they didn't exactly put on a performance either of these sides worthy of winning the games, I would say. So yeah, disappointing on the whole. And Man City still have a lot of work to do just to qualify into the Champions League. But moving on into Leicester 0, Newcastle 3, and it was Murphy with 2 goals and Harvey Barnes with another in the 34th minute. A dominant win for Newcastle this one. Leicester was so poor. Some of the stats about when they last scored, etc., are just ridiculous. And yeah, it really is tough times at the moment for Leicester. They're heading straight back down. But for Newcastle, their great run continues, riding off the wave of that cup win. I think, they'll be absolutely delighted with that. But good win for Newcastle. And before I go, a quick preview of the European action coming up this week. Arsenal v Real Madrid, a huge game for Arsenal. It's going to be some atmosphere for this one. And I feel like Arsenal need at least a goal or two advantage to really go to the Bernabeu and feel like they've got a chance. So it's going to be an intriguing one, this one. But I'm going to say it will be a draw in this leg. I think two sides will be evening each other out, and Real Madrid are favourites going back to the Bernabeu. Moving on into PSG Villa. If Villa can just keep it within one goal or something like that, then they'll definitely fancy their chances. But we saw how good they were when they played Liverpool, and this isn't going to be an easy game for them at all, is it? So moving on into the Europa League, Lyon against Manchester United. It's going to be a very intriguing one. This one, I think. Lyon are a decent side. Manchester United have to be on their best. I think Manchester United, they are at their best, probably can just do it, but it will be a tough one. Similar story with Frankfurt against Tottenham. I think they've got a decent chance in this one at home. They'll want to be getting a win in this one to give themselves a decent chance when they travel to Germany. And finally, Chelsea as well in the Conference League. Obviously, huge favourites to win the competition against Legia. You'd expect them to get a pretty comfortable. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily football news, meme, and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.